Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Got ready? Warrior 70.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers very strong in that victory a week ago.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. When you look at this defense, this unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. 1 in running the ball, 1 in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. And Stroud now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Ready, break. Go.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. A quick throw caught by Godwin. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Into space at the 45. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A good pickup there at 22. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 31. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Touchdown! Darnell Washington hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Texans.
Here we go, here we go. Right there, go.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Steps away. Throw left side complete. That's Richards. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
And the Texans,
Come
1st down.
on. Hey. 60 Bobcats.
Now Stroud. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Panther 11, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. There he goes, left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's White. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Milton Williams able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
60. 19 Lions.
Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Johnson for the extra point try. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Stroud out of the gun here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sideline and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
This is taken at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Come on, come on. Hey. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. On the ball, now. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
79 Broncos. 18, Pioneer. Check smash. Viking 18, Mustang 19. Go.
They'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. The Bucs at 9-2 to start play. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Trey Palmer from 21 yards away. And the Bucs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum going. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Buying time to his left. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Now they'll change things up.
19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And the Bucs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. Touchdown! Rondale Moore from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Patterson.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points. They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready?
First down, here's White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. It's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Greg Newsom. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So maybe some signs of life, for this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return an interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Cowboy 80. Hey, 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 hey.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete to Washington. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Warriors 70.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They run straight ahead here with White. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
He gets it over the middle to Palmer. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
2nd and 9 now. Forced out to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Grenard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 3rd and 19.
79 Broncos.
He'll drop to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it will still lead to a 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
And Stroud now to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go now. Hurt. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Throw left side complete. That's Richards. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 14-yard line.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night.
Let's go.
2nd and a couple.
Hurt. Ready.
Stroud to throw it. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Stroud looking to throw.
A quick hitter complete. It's Richards. Touchdown, Texans. From 6 yards away.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Fairbairn good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They will run with White out of the shotgun.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
25 yards there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. They defer to White out of the shotgun. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Come 19! Come
He'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll set up a throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Now for the PAT, here's Johnson.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
Hey, check out. Street. Let's go.
Stroud off the play fake.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Go, Reed, go.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Okay,
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here's Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler.
Now Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Here we go.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Caught left side. Here's Dell.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt.